Hey everyone, welcome back to a new video and welcome to my brand new YouTube studio. I feel like I've come a long way since those first videos I was doing where I was balancing my mobile phone on my ironing board just to get those videos recorded for you. So for all the original subscribers that have followed me from the very beginning and had to put up with those crappy videos, I salute you. Thank you very much for sticking around. Thank you for supporting the channel. It really does mean a lot. Hopefully the quality of these videos is going to be a lot better going forwards. I know I still have room for improvement, so if you're into lighting, if you're into studios, please drop me some tips down below in the comments. I really do appreciate all the support you guys give. But hopefully the quality of these videos are going to be a lot better going forwards. But in this video, I'm going to be giving you 5 tips to instantly up your dropshipping game so you can go from this to this. So in this video, I'm going to be giving you 5 tips to instantly up your dropshipping game. And tip number 1 is probably the most important of them all. And that is to make sure that your dropshipping website has the look and the feel of a multi-million-dollar company and not just some random person in a shed trying to take people's money. How your store looks is one of the most important factors that get overlooked so much by new people who are trying to dropship. They just think they can throw together some store and it's going to make a ton of sales. It doesn't work like that. You have to put a bit of effort in to make your brand, to make your website look like you're a market leader in whatever niche it is you've decided to go for. Take these 2 stores, for example. Which one looks more trustworthy? Which one looks more professional? And which one would you give your money to the most? I know which one it would be for me, but these examples here are the prime reason why some people succeed and why some people fail. This store here does not look professional whatsoever. The colored background contrasts with the product photos. You've got emojis all over the website. On the other hand, you have this website that is clean, it's crisp, it's dynamic. The fonts match the theme of the store. You get an entire luxury feel. It is a beautifully designed store. And the conversion rate on this store is going to be a lot higher than the conversion rate on the previous store, just because of how the website looks. When you are building your store, you need to keep branding in the front of your mind at all times. The easiest way to brand your store is all around color schemes, fonts, and layouts. That's really all it comes down to. It's so simple to do, but people overlook it so often. You want to keep the color schemes on your store to a maximum of 3 different colors, and that is it. If your logo has colors in it, you want to represent those colors throughout your store, but these colors need to be complementary to each other as well as the products and the branding image you're going for with your website. The layout of the store needs to be clean, it needs to be crisp, your fonts need to match the product, the style, the vibe of your store. You don't want cartoony style fonts if you're doing luxury watches, for example. It doesn't work. Everything needs to combine to provide that branded image about who you are as a company. And the more time and more effort you can put into this and getting that look and feel right, the more chance you have of being successful with your dropshipping store. Dropshipping is evolving and you need to evolve with it, and throwing together a crappy store with random products, really poorly designed logos and layouts, like that worked in 2016, it doesn't work anymore. You need to put a bit more thought and effort into it if you want to stand out from everybody else. Tip number 2, edit the language page on your store to make the shopping experience easier for your customer. Every single line of text, label, box on your store can be edited. You can change that text on anything on your store by using the languages page. For example, you will find the credit card label within your Shopify checkout just says credit card, whereas you can actually amend this to say credit or debit card. So now your customers know that you're not only just accepting credit cards, you can also pay with debit cards. It sounds like a small change, but you will be surprised about how many times I've been contacted over the years from customers asking if they can pay with their debit card. And they're just the ones that contact me. Imagine how many people have gone to checkout, seen that it said credit card, and they thought, I don't have a credit card, I can't buy, and they've left. Like, that is a lot of money that I could have potentially lost because I didn't have that credit or debit card label on that payment screen. And something as simple as that can really start to increase your conversion rate on your stores. You can amend anything across your store to make it easier for your customers. Another example is during the checkout process, you can change the text that says calculated at next step when it's talking about your shipping. If you're offering free shipping, you want to change this to show free shipping. People will assume that there's going to be shipping added to their order if that text says calculated at next step. Changing that text to free shipping immediately tells the customer they're not going to have any additional costs which is going to encourage them to continue onto the payment screen. These little changes make a massive difference to your store. And if you haven't already done them and you're not doing them, you need to add them in if you want to try and increase your conversions. And this leads me on to tip number 3, and that is to offer free shipping on your store. A customer is more likely to buy a $29.95 product with free shipping than they are to buy a $24.95 product with $4.95 shipping. I don't know why, it's just psychology, it's buyers, it's just how it happens. And if you're charging people for shipping, you're gonna be seeing a massive drop off at checkout. So make sure you offer free shipping across the store because it's gonna make a massive difference to that conversion rate. Tip number 4, make sure you have retargeting and post-purchase upsells in place on your store. As soon as you start seeing a little bit of traction on your store and you're starting to get sales, you need to get your retargeting funnel set up and you need to get your abandoned cart email sequence and your post-purchase upsells in place as soon as you can. This means that you need to have created custom audiences for people who have viewed 95% of your video. It's people who have visited the website, people who have added to cart, people who have initiated checkout, and people who have purchased. And they're the minimum audiences you need to create. Once you have those audiences created, you can start to build your retargeting funnel so you can target different segments of that audience and really bring them back to that store and really encourage them to make that purchase. Each stage of that funnel, you can offer different discounts, different messages. You can explain to them different things about your product, and it's going to bring them back to that store. And most of your revenue, most of your biggest return on investment with your advertising spend is going to come from your retargeting audiences. And if you don't have this set up, you are leaving so much money on the table. In addition to your Facebook retargeting, you need to have your email abandoned cart messaging set up. You need to have your text messaging set up if you haven't already got that. And you also need to start creating post-purchase email upsells. Within that email, you can offer them a 30% discount and basically entice them to come back to your store within the next 7 days to make another purchase. And you can also spin it as maybe saying buy the same products again for a family member, for a friend, and really try and just increase the average order value by bringing them back with a bigger discount. At the end of the day, that post-purchase upsell email is completely free for you because you have already made the sale to that customer. So anything additional from them is just free money. So there is no harm in sending a thank you email with a post-purchase upsell offer as well. And finally, tip number 5 is outsource whatever task you can to professionals. If you can afford to hire somebody to do your email marketing, your video ads, your logos, then outsource it to the professionals because the quality of it is going to be far greater than what you could do if you don't have the skills to do it. This is something that has taken me a long time to come around to personally. I'm a bit of a control freak when it comes to my business, and I was very reluctant to outsource anything. But more recently, I have been outsourcing designs for video ads. I've been outsourcing designs for logos, images, everything I can really outsource to free up my own time to basically focus on growing my business even more. And that's what I've started doing. I've been asking for help from professionals, been outsourcing all the tasks that I can't personally do or that I don't have the skills to do in the first place. And everything is now being outsourced so I can spend more time on growing my business. So those are 5 tips to instantly up your dropshipping game. If you're not doing them, make sure you put them in place because it can make a massive difference to your conversion rates. It can make a massive difference to the quality of the final product you're putting out there into the world. So if you're not doing these things, make sure you get them sorted after this video because it's really important if you want to really grow to that 6-figure dropshipping business. So hopefully you found that useful. If you did, please drop me a like on this video. It really does help and I do appreciate all the support you give. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and if you have any questions, drop them in the comments box down below because I am still answering everything that comes through. And if you want to learn more about dropshipping, make sure you check out the links in the description because there's a bunch of useful information down there as well. But yeah, I think that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll catch you in the next one.